Pink Floyd is always something that you can taste and feel, because it cures your soul, it cures your moments. You know, a lot of people have talked about wish you were here now in these moments, like because someone died or someone wants to hug a family. So they get cured by this song, Wish You Were Here, you know. So I think Pink Floyd is an influence in any level to so many people.
Hola, Diego. How you doing?
Good, and you?
Good, good. Hold on. I still have Mariana on my thing. Just want to make sure this is.
The interview is going to be Spanish.
Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, perfect.
Spanish or English?
And let me just raise my volume. Diego, can you hear me okay?
Yes, you?
Okay, perfecto.
La entrevista es en español o en inglés.
Diego Rojo?
Diego Gonzalez.
Okay.
Rojo es mi apodo.
Awesome, awesome. And you're the promoter behind this event. I'm going to do the intro. Ready?
Yes. It's in English or Spanish?
I would like to do it mostly in English, but you can break out into Spanish at any time. We're a bilingual network.
English is fine. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm here with Diego Gonzalez, who is promoting the Pink Floyd exhibition, subtitled Their Mortal Remains. It's coming to Los Angeles. Diego, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I love that you have the Dark Side of the Moon cover behind you. Pink Floyd is my favorite band of all time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I like to talk with fans, and I appreciate enjoying this trip with us.
Awesome. Diego, where are you from, first of all?
From Mexico City.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
there's an amazing rock scene. I've been to Mexico City. What a great rock scene. And there's a lot of influence, you know, of Pink Floyd there. A lot of people don't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I think the mystics of Pink Floyd and Mexico, you know, as Pink Floyd is very, you know, mystical, and Mexico gets connected with that essence. They have huge fan base in Mexico. Even he played on Zócalo downtown, and the streets were like crazy, you know, like Roger Waters was the main guy playing there. So yeah.
Yeah, I saw Roger Waters at the LA Bowl, at the Hollywood Bowl years ago. And it was a crazy night because they had that triangle on the top of the stage. And then if you've ever been to the Hollywood Bowl, across the street on a hill, there's this big cross that just shines with the light. Yeah. And then on top was a full moon right above it.
Okay, that was experience.
It was a very much experience. So tell me a little bit about the Pink Floyd exhibition.
Well, the Pink Floyd exhibition is, you know, the history of Pink Floyd set up in a museum. Like, as you know, you have seen Roger Waters or David Gilmour live. It's that expression of the concert and the history of Pink Floyd in one space. So we are very excited to bring this exhibition here and, you know, to the fans in LA. I think we are in good time to open now that COVID has evolved, and, you know, we are in a nice setup. A huge venue, you know, is very big. You will have like 10 rooms of original objects. I like to always say that there are original objects, because you see around other exhibitions that are mappings, or, you know, it's a nice experience. But here, when you have, you know, original objects that you cannot see like at the same time in other parts of the world, and sometimes they cut the exhibition like for not too long, you know, maybe the tour lasts 5 years, 6 years, and then they keep it back to the storage. So it's an exhibition that is important to see in a time that is available. So I always invite people to come, because I've seen a lot of comments, you know, that, oh, I missed that exhibition that you did. I'm so sad, you know, that topic is important to know.
Can you give me a few examples of the kind of stuff that we're going to see at this exhibition? What are some of the pieces, the art pieces? What's some of the experience like?
Yeah, well, the experience is full immersive. Like, you have light, you have lasers, you have music, you have objects. You can see instruments, for example, a guitar, which David Gilmour composed, Wish You Were Here, the drums for the tour, the mask that they use on the wall for the movie, inflatables, the teacher. Even you can see drawings from Sid Barrett, like it's the full history of Pink Floyd since the beginning. So you can see posters where they started on the scene on the 60s, all the movement of the rock, their first origins. The popular ones, of course, the Vision Bell, the sculptures that are on the cover. It's an exhibition that is, made by Pink Floyd for the fans. So you can really know the quality. And behind that, the producers of the staging that are called Stuffish is a very famous company that they evolved the architectural structure for the concerts. Like they do tours with Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, Madonna, Lady Gaga, so there are a bunch of professionals with the art of Pink Floyd. So what can you expect is just full happiness and enjoyable time.
And how did you get involved in bringing this to Los Angeles?
Well, I do concerts long time ago, like 11 years ago. And then I started evolving, I do festivals, I do art shows. And so then I start doing these exhibitions. I work with Tim Burton, H.R. Geiger, and Alex Gray, and other nice.
That's a trio of names that I'm interested in. Wow.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, after Pink Floyd, we have H.R. Geiger here. Yeah, it's
really okay. Not to jump ahead, what you're and you say here because this what's the place that this is being held at?
The Vogue Multicultural Museum. So we opened this place in with that direction and a imaginary place where it's a multicultural place. So we can grab from Pink Floyd to Harry Potter to H.R. Geiger to David Koons, whatever. It's cultural, because sometimes museums doesn't grab like these kind of exhibitions because they follow one path. Yeah. So this place is born with the concept of bringing these experiences, but with a high quality of entertainment and original artifacts and high-end names like H.R. Geiger, as you say. Like we have a full collection with the head of Alien and whatever, but to not go like to the future other side.
Right. No, I just want to say that you have an amazing taste. I mean, like, H.R. Geiger, Alex Gray. I mean, I do ayahuasca, all right? So I see Alex Gray paintings. I've been inside an Alex Gray painting.
Awesome.
And then Tim Burton, of course, Edward Scissorhands and all that beautiful stuff that he brought. All right, let's go back to Pink Floyd.
All right. So that's how I get into Pink Floyd, because we always try to put lower the level, and they're all like in a high, change the world, change the music scene, change the movie scene, change the art scene. So we pick these names, and so we get into Pink Floyd, and that was the thing that we're showing now.
How did you personally get into Pink Floyd? Let's have a personal conversation about Pink Floyd, because Pink Floyd is a big influence on me. Yes. How is Pink Floyd an influence on you, and why?
Well, we like good music. I think it's a very, even if you like heavy metal, I grew up with new rock, so even if you like new rock or whatever, Pink Floyd is always something that you can taste and feel, because it cures your soul, it cures your moments. A lot of people have talked about Wish You Were Here now in these moments, like because someone died or someone wants to hug a family. So they get cured by this song, Wish You Were Here, So I think Pink Floyd is an influence in any level to so many people, in a gender that you can like pop and you can be anything, but still feel emotional with Pink Floyd. So I think it's easy to get really, love Pink Floyd in that matter. And yeah, we grew up in Oaxaca. We went to Oaxaca, to Mazunte, and we hear all the way to in the highway Pink Floyd, like having a joint or whatever you like.
That's amazing, man. I love hearing that, because as I grew up in Miami, Latino myself. You don't just automatically assume that some Mexican kid from Mexico City or some Cuban kid from Miami are going to automatically be into this British band from the late 60s and 70s, early, and then all through the 80s and stuff like that. But it resonated so much with me, especially like especially growing up when I wanted things that were deep and profound. And I thought Pink Floyd was so deep and profound. Like, you know, the wall, this concept album that you're building up the wall to separate yourself from society, and then the society tears it down, and you know
100%.
everything that Roger Waters went through. Like, it just made such an impact. You know.
Yeah, 100%. It's just the message, the music all together. It's a concept that, both the music and the genre and the people's life itself, it gets you inspired and cured and happy. It's the magic of Pink Floyd, I think.
Have you ever done the thing where you watch The Wizard of Oz in sync with Dark Side of the Moon?
Yeah, I've seen that on YouTube. Yeah.
With the help of maybe other things that we don't need to mention?
Yeah. No, of course. Sometimes you don't need that much, but yeah.
No, it'll make you. And you mentioned Syd Barrett. I mean, a lot of people don't understand that Pink Floyd, even if you don't even listen to a song, if you just read the history of the band, it's a novella. And they start off Roger Waters, David Gilmour. I don't know if it was Nick Mason part of the original group, and then Syd Barrett. But Syd Barrett, the original singer, and at that point they were more like a hippie rock band, although they were very trippy. Syd Barrett, went insane, for lack of a better term. They were put in an asylum, and then they had to reinvent themselves. And then we went into what we would call the Roger Waters era, where Roger Waters kind of took the helm and kind of create. And then I think he put a lot of his own biography into the band. That started to crack, right, in the early 80s. And then the 80s, we had the David Gilmour era. Not that he wasn't in the band, but then it was more his sound and the Division Bell and Learning to Fly and those kind of things. So the band had different incarnations, different sounds. And so it's just, I feel that there's something for everybody.
Correct. Yeah, I think the evolution and time, you can never see another band like this because it needs to have a space and time, some drama, some chaos with, as you say, Syd Barrett and their schizophrenic side. He was very important influence to the band. Some people that are not as fans might not know about him. You will see a lot of things about him here. The Crazy Diamond song that they composed, that is very famous for him. I think everything that the travel through this exact era of the 60s to now, and how they fight and how the influence they got, is something special. You won't see anything happen like that in the future. Like it's never, the rock is not even good anymore, like it's done. So I think it's one of the last, and it's a band that, transcend. It will always be there. And you can count bands with change the history of music with fingers, like 5 bands, the Beatles, and still I think, a lot of people might not enjoy the Beatles as much because they are not spiritual, and sometimes the Rolling Stones, I cannot hear them much because they don't get me that satisfaction, kind of because it's just music and fun. But these ones let you, cure and, enjoy the ride and get energy from that. So it's a special thing to show. And that's what we want to do on the exhibition, or what they bring on the table is have the experience, through the art of Pink Floyd, as when you see the concert or when you hear their music, is that, so we're very excited to bring that to the people,
And I think it's really cool that, someone from Mexico City is involved and here and bringing it to Los Angeles, because I think at this exhibition, you're going to have a lot of Latinos who are fans of Pink Floyd. And I think people, when they go to the event, they'll notice, there's a good share of Latin kids, Mexican kids, and realize how impactful, this band and this kind of music really is on a lot of us. A lot of people think that, Morrissey is the British artist that has all the Mexican kid fans in Los Angeles. But I think Pink Floyd, this exhibition will prove that they also have a large fan base in Latin America.
Yeah, I know the Mexican people, when I go to Roger Waters, Mexico, I see everybody and generations, the grandpa, the son, and see a lot of friends there. They always sold out. I think, we have a fan base from Latin America. I think even more than from, other part of the world. Latin America is very connected to this kind of magic, for sure.
That's amazing. And so it's going to run from August 3rd to November 28th this year.
Yes.
And say the place, the venue one more time.
Vogue Multicultural Museum.
Did you say Bog? Let me look at this.
Bug, like B-O.
Oh, Bug.
Yeah, Bug.
I like it. Does Bug stand for something?
Yeah, the thing is that where we built the museum is Bug Theater. That it was a landmark here beside Musso and Frank on Hollywood Street. So we couldn't change the outside with the name because they are protected. So we wanted to grab the name Vogue from the Vogue Theater. So we do it Vogue Multicultural Museum.
Okay, one day you're gonna have to do a tribute to Madonna's Vogue.
Yeah.
It might not be as profound as the Pink Floyd exhibition, but still, you can still use the Vogue.
We were thinking like the magazine is going to sue us or something like that.
No, well, that'll give you some good press. Trust me.
Yes, of course.
That'll just help out.
We should start a fight with them for sure.
That's funny. Listen, Diego, thanks a lot for putting this on. You're definitely going to see me there. And I can't wait to see some of these other exhibitions you're putting on. I think you got great taste, man. Every time you say one of these names that you're working with. Oh, last question is, anyone from the band work with the exhibition?
Yeah, they're totally involved because, it's their art. So they are with Audrey Paul, the curator. Nick Mason is super involved and he has the connection. He's the neutral guy there. So he talks with David, he talks with Roger.
The neutral, wait, are David and Roger still not talking?
Yeah, no, we're still on this, but we'll see. Hopefully before.
I thought they were reunited, but I guess.
But no, yeah, but Nick is the neutral. He's friends with both, so yeah, they're super involved on the exhibition. They approve all the materials. There's like a work team there, but yeah, it's a representation of them. So yeah.
Thanks a lot, Diego. Thanks a lot for bringing us to Los Angeles. We'll be there.
I'll see you here. Thank you for the interview.